Originium will carve a path for us.
Watch this! So, this? And wind speed's okay? Visibility's good. Perfect weather for snowboarding.
I must say, you've really poured your heart into crafting. A pretty girl like me.
I can do this. It's... This is...
Hey, you lost the weight again. Please.
You often lose yourself gazing upon this world.
It's not easy working with the other operator. For me.
Please accept this, Endman. Training at the Order? My thanks. Beneath the Aurora lie the defense line.
I have received your sick. This is... How you doing it? Enman! Did you read that Marshall? For me? Don't ask where he's from. Just take... Your crew's pretty tough. Perlica won't let me bring my Tweety bombs. Oh, thanks.
The Arsenal engineers of... Thank you for your gift.
You're looking much better. Your needs are our top priority.
My studies of Dijang reveal that she is a... I am grateful.
Professor, interested in the reading? A gift? Mr. Andre. It's for... I must say, I'd much rather be here in Dijang. Wow. Finally, heading out. I was about to go.
Yo! My combat skills?
Me?
Hey, Enmin, remember I promised you a gift? Huh. What should I say?
We might need to go on this one. Gotta get it.
Well, well, Endmin. Seems like fate brought...
Man, Commensale 7, annihilate, finish! With the cut! I'm not the gentle tide! Passion supercharged! Get back! Time for another adventure. Hey! I'll have you really cut my way. Catching up. Stay on. Well, here's our chance. Now that was a satisfying.
Still waiting for something?
Am I prepped and ready to go? Behave! Over here, Enman! Wanna come snowboarding with me? Distract. Wanna come snowboarding? These records offer valuable references. They give me plenty of ideas for future SAR operations. I upgraded all my SAR ice-making arts units this time, Endman. Look, I just built a temporary igloo. Come on in, Brisk, distract them.
So many battle records. Endfield sure lives up to the industry's part. Maybe throw in a medal next time. Never had one before.
Brains upgraded, bodies leveled up, but zero progress for stamina. Well, guess I'm doomed.
I offer today's... And with my prayers, I shall also lift up those who have gone astray. The law watches over and preserves the meek, but not the learned, wise, nor rich.
I'm so sorry. That scene was a little terrifying.
Don't blink or...
charged and ready. Let's finish with the fight! Commence L7, annihilation! Incoming! Bad news! Ready, ready? Let us dance! Verify and report personal status.
Orignium will carve a path for us.
Contemplation.
And distract and Mom, Dad, I finally did it.
Contemplation.
Let's go over the battle plan. A valuable battle. My fighting spirit has been stirred. This happened at the Oathkeeper's fortress. I'd have to play the host at tonight's feast.
The battlefield. Excellent teamwork. Thank you. I've learned a lot.
So, where are we having fun today, Endmin?
Don't blink or...
All equipment charged and ready. All the commence L7, annihilation. This cut. Not the gentle tide. Passion supercharged. Time for another adventure. And here goes.
I just got a toaster again. Yes.
Originium will carve a path.
And
Let's go.
The battlefield shows no.
Let's.
The battlefield.
stay alert. This hostile poses a significant threat. Hey. 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 Oh.
Am I looking all right from this angle?
My crusade is... Understood. Now that I've been assigned more critical duties, may I offer my input on the combat plan?
I offer today
My...
contemplation.
Uncle Pan always tells me to record my training. Well, he's got a point. I had no idea how off my moves were until I watched the playback.
How can the enemy turn the land into such lifeless devastation? Who's the wise guy looking for a fight? I'll vary this one.
Equipment charged and ready.
All variables within estimates.
We get
Before my strike. Here's our chance. You really kept me waiting.
Am I looking all right from this angle?
Let's go.
The battlefield should...
I really appreciate your approval, Professor. I'll work even harder and achieve way more at Endfield.
Contemplation, computation, utterance. I offered.
Still waiting for something?
Empty.
Still waiting for something? I'll never forget the sight of them.
crew module from the service module just 43 minutes from now. That is expected to occur at 6:33 p.m. Central Time, 7:33 p.m. Eastern Time. That will be followed just 4 minutes later by the crew module raise burn, the use of Integrity's thrusters one final time in a 19-second burn to slightly tilt the vehicle up into the correct orientation or angle of attack to ensure that it enters the Earth's atmosphere at the right angle, if you will. That will help deflect the buildup of heat against Integrity's heat shield. This was a deliberate move, a change in the procedures from the Artemis 1 mission that resulted in unexpected char loss on the aft-coat heat shield that had not been intended based on the entry trajectory for the Artemis 1 mission. What we're doing is we deliberately changed the trajectory of the entry from a skip entry that was about a 3,000-mile transit across the Pacific Ocean. We are expecting now from entry interface to the point of splashdown to have a range of just 1,701 nautical miles, and that in of itself will reduce the exposure time of heating on the heat shield of the spacecraft. Once the raise burn is complete, then the stage is set for entry interface at 6:53 and 31 seconds p.m. Central Time. That means that Integrity will be entering the Earth's atmosphere at an altitude of 400,000 feet, traveling at about 34,882 feet
All
per
equipment,
second.
simmer
Heading
down.
towards the splashdown site.
Commence AL7, annihilate.
Splashdown once again under those three main parachutes is expected at 7:07 and 8 seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time, 2.5 hours before sunset. The actual total distance traveled for Integrity from launch to splashdown is estimated at 694,481 statute miles. Now that includes the first high elliptical Earth orbit following launch that enabled Integrity to move to 43,000 miles above the Earth at its apogee, and enabling a 24-hour period of systems checkouts before the flight control team here and the mission management team gave approval for Integrity to conduct its translunar injection that propelled it on its way to the moon and its historic lunar flyby. So the total distance we expect this vehicle to have traveled at splashdown, 694,481 statute miles. With everything proceeding on track and on time aboard Integrity, the vehicle system's in excellent shape as the Earth grows larger in the field of view. Let's go back to the USS John Murtha and Megan Cruz, who is standing by.
Hey, yeah, Rob, welcome back. Again, we are out in the Pacific Ocean, staged just about 6.5 miles from where we expect Orion.
Yeah.
Am I looking all right?
My crew.
Orignium will carve a path for us.
Well, well, Endmin. Seems like fate brought you right.
All equipment charged and ready. All variables within essence. Finish! With the cut! Commence L7. The night incoming! Bad fireworks for you! Terminate! Look it up! Pulling together like a real
Where are we headed?
Orignium will carve. I'll protect Endfield. Always.
Contemplation,
Orignium.
contemplation, computation.
Empty wallet. Whoa, 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 whoa! Ah!
This beats what we had on TV back home. Plus, it's fresh stuff every time. No need to keep encouraging me like this, Ant-Man. It's weird, but praise actually makes me wilt like an overwatered flower.
The path ahead.
Living in the wildlands teaches you things, and such lessons help forge a keen blade.
Well, well, Endmin. Seems like...
Who's the wise guy looking for fight? Fire. Commence L7. Annihilation. This is cut. I'm not the gentle type. Passion supercharged.
Where are we headed?
Wind speed's okay? Visibility's good. Perfect.
What a beautiful day.
I'm primed for honor. With honor comes duty. All of this serves as a reminder to help more people.
Contemplation. Contemplation.
Need defense.
Come on!
Contemplate.
One is never told to learn. The secret lies in keeping your legs in working order. If you're not good with the dish, just make it more often.
Get into us.
The pack hunts with purpose. Only the quickest paths to victory will do.
A most impressive battle plan, Administrator. I am glad to be part of your operations.
Need defensive cover?
Originally, will carve.
The path back.
Contemplate.
I believe we should be better.
All equipment terminated and ready. Yeah, just like that. Hey, yeah. Don't blink. Here's our chance. Yeah. Victory is ours. Time.
Thank you. I'm Du Ming, born and raised in the stockade. I suppose you want to know why I was locked up here? A few days ago, I was still on the stockade. I had an altercation with Brother Ron, and he he locked me up here to simmer down. But if you ask me, he's the one who needs to simmer down. Once I get back to the stockade, I'm gonna teach that stubborn fort a real lesson. What do you mean by that? No longer around? Well, what happened to Ron Yi? Damn that fort! I knew his stubbornness would be the death of him. I told him so many times. Never go head-to-head against Wu Ling. But I guess he never listened. What about the stockade fam? How's the chief? Is she alright?
Most people stayed in the stockade, but a few of them joined the Landbreakers. As for Tong Tong...
Yeah, she's super busy. Always rushing about, and taking care of business for the stockade.
Poor little girl. Can't believe she has to shoulder so much when she's still so young.
Enough talking. Let's get you back home.
Thank you. But I can't return to the stockade right now. I need to pay a visit to the Ancestral Spring. That's right. You probably haven't heard about this story. The founding of Qingbo Stockade would be impossible without the protection offered by the spring. Through all these years, the Ancestral Spring has already become our spiritual refuge. Everyone believes that the well-being of the spring is tied to that of the Qingbo Stockade. But from what you said, the brigands calling themselves Landbreakers are still loitering around the Ancestral Spring. I'm worried they might do something to it. As Guardian of the Spring, it's my duty to watch over it. I must see for myself that the spring is all right.
But doing it alone might be too dangerous.
Yeah, those Landbreakers are not a joke.
Okay, I have a question I need to get off my chest. You're working for Endfield Industries, right? I thought you were a manufacturer. How did you get so good at fighting?
Well, this isn't exactly a peaceful world. A manufacturer's gotta learn some self-defense, you know.
That's true. Well, I shall entrust my life to your dependable hands. I probably can't deal with all of them. It is much to ask, so you'll have to handle the last.
Target locked. Fire!
Do those who betray the stockade end up with these people? The Landbreakers?
Hey. Found it. It actually smells pretty good. Don't keep dooming waiting. Let's head back right now.
在这你的暖我双臂，左岸听歌谣，声声唱，伸展烟霞，长夜半落花，唐烟一盏灯萤花，旧梦。
Scan this place, Endman. We might find a clue.
我临水作桥，护你到天涯。千层浪，轻轻江上清欢，映月光摇晃，波纹游四方，丰富一生盼。瓦下呢喃，星屑怕青砖，梦境港完成暖场。云雾波能张狂，我临水作伞，雨落叶无恙，洗千层浪，轻轻淌，夜归还，漂泊中。
Wow, that was faster than I expected.
Stay alert. I haven't seen any landbreakers yet, but we should be careful. Someone extinguished this campfire. The ashes look fresh. Perhaps he rested here for a while.
Hey, I see markings on the wall. Du Ming made these, right?
Yes. He probably made these markings so that he wouldn't get lost in here. This is where the trail ends. No more clues around here.
That's impossible. He can't simply disappear into thin air. Hey, maybe there's some hidden mechanism. Let me look around. This is so weird. The wall sounds really solid and has nothing behind it.
He is missing. But there weren't any landbreakers or signs of fighting along the way. If the landbreakers didn't get Du Ming, then... Unfortunately, we're unfamiliar with this area. Searching for him will be quite a challenge.
That sounds like the smartest thing to do. Tong Tong's got a huge fan behind her. They'll find Du Ming in no time.
Agreed. Let's head to Qingbo Stockade.
Tong Tong is gonna get really worried if she learns about what happened to Du Ming. The chief really treats everyone in the stockade as a member of her family.
Of course. She'll definitely want Du Ming to be safe. After all, she's just...
Let's just hope the same tragedy doesn't happen again.
Caught that? It's a habit I got from traveling solo. Did you like it? I'll sing another one just for you.
Oh, come on! Nobody's getting any peace knowing that Run Ye's deader than a nail. And you're asking me to pray to a spring for ancestral protection? Jeez, do that yourself. I gotta find a new job.
And you've been talking nonsense all this time. The stockade's finished. Something bad will happen to the spring. Don't you see the fam is feeling bad enough already?
I was just...
Hold it right there, boys! Did you ask the Supreme Chief for permission to scrap?
Supreme Chief, we...
Supreme Chief, he started it.
Zip your blood traps already! Shh! Away with you!
These two were making a joke of the stockade. The entire place is a mess ever since what happened to Big Bro. So, what brings you here? Looking for me?
That's right, Chief. There's a stockade resident named Du Ming who needs help.
Brother Du? You actually found him? Where is he? He had a really bad fight with Big Bro and disappeared right afterwards. Du Ming keeps calling Big Bro a hard-headed fool, but I don't think he's any different. I can't figure him out. Alright, enough talk. I'll get them together.
Supreme Chief, we got a sitch! A major sitch!
Get your act together. Tell me about this sitch.
The spring! Our ancestral spring has performed a miracle! Our fam patrolling the hilltops saw Du Ming as a bricklayer. Brother Du, he's earned some protective powers from the ancestral spring. Knocked several Rican beasts with his bare hands. He really did. The fight was epic and sent the shitless breakers packing. It's just that Brother Du kinda looks a little weird and all.
What are you still standing here for? Get Brother Du back home already!
So that breaker lair you've just mentioned, where is it?
It's, close to the ancestral spring, and not too far from Stockade.
Ancestral spring. Maybe Du Ming did venture further into the place. We should help the residents find him.
I'm going too!
Maybe you should stay behind and gather your fam, Tong Tong. If anything happens, we can count on you for backup.
Oh, yeah, makes total sense. I'll go looking for you once I get our fam together.
Tweety Bomb, stay frosty and no slacking.
He thinks we're far enough. Far enough from that blasted freak.
He's black crazy, man. Even the Rakers can't kill him.
Trying to escape? Not on my watch.
What? You on the same side as that black crazy dude?
You're also them black crazy people?
Hold on. Where are the blight crazy people you mentioned?
Just go down this road. Have fun looking for him yourself.
I'm out of here! And don't leave that black crazy dude to us!
Hey, you!
Leave them. We should look around the place they mentioned. This looks like records of the ancestral spring. Someone probably tore this out of a book.
The edges are all wet. And a few of the words got smudged. This looks like a talisman.
The engravings on the front side mean the spring always protects. Those on the other side read Du Ming.
It's Du Ming's personal belongings. Why would he leave it here?
100 Raker beasts are no match for me. I'm Du Ming, patron of the spring, and my ancestors watch over me.
Man, the plot ate his brains. He's crazy. Can someone understand his gibberish? This guy ain't normal no more.
Spout runs deep. The fearless may seek. Darkness it skims. When does it cease? Our ancestors never abandoned the stockade. To hell with the splatterings and Raker scum! Once I'm done tearing these Rakers apart, I'll start with you. Keep fighting! I'm blessed by the spring. These foul beasts are no match for me!
Oh, the blind crazy nut job's attacking again! Oh, run! Run for your life! Don't let that maniac catch you!
It's you! Did you see this? The spring even blessed me with reinforcements!
Finish with the knife! Terminate! Incoming! Bad news! Target locked!
Du Ming, are you alright? Where did you run off to? We spent ages trying to find you.
Apologies. I was preparing the ritual offerings when I suddenly noticed the Landbreaker sneaking around, so I decided to follow him. That raider already blasted a hole for some non-existent treasure, and I saw him trying to blast another. I got furious, so I was worried that something bad had happened at the source of the spring. So I leaped into the cave and...
You didn't run into any Landbreakers or get yourself captured. Instead, you went straight to the source of the ancestral spring. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right. But I never thought then.
Dark Mask, help us research! We send breakers fleeing for the Surrey highs! Brother Du, are you alright?
Hatred of the spring was I. Now the very truth is mine. The very truth!
Hey, we're running! Brother Du! Du Ming!
Why is he running towards that cave again? Didn't he...
That cave? Again? Did Brother Du visit the source of the spring? No. I gotta get a proper answer from him.
That place is quite treacherous. It might be dangerous if you just blunder into it.
Yeah, Chief. And those LBs injured some of your people. You'd agree that it's unsafe to leave them out here.
Supreme Chief, I'm totally fine. It's just little...
在这你的暖和双臂，左岸听歌谣，声声唱。
Alright then. But when you see him, lay this fact straight to him. The Supreme Chief and the entire Stockade fam want him back.
旧梦卷起风沙，我临水坐。
Yeah, just as we expected. Du Ming probably let down again.
From his behavior, he's probably... Well, let's just find it first.
Look! Du Ming's over there! Wait, something doesn't feel right. Whew.
see? Just head over and we'll reach the source of the spring.
This river is so wide and there are no bridges. How are we supposed to get across?
There's actually a path across the river. It's also my first time seeing a path hidden in the waters. Last time I just bumbled my way through this place without thinking or knowing about the secrets.
What is the big thingy right underneath the ancestral spring? Is that a machine? How?
It appears that this machine has kept running for well over a century. I figured it out. Darkness it skims refers to the irrigation machine. It separates the blight from the clean water, and that's why the ancestral spring is blight-free. It kept running without maintenance for far too long. Though the chassis is undamaged, the machine itself is almost at the verge of malfunctioning. Yes, although this machine is wholly different from the modern Sheer Knight facilities, I'm quite certain this is the work of the Anise Tianxin. Is this the truth you wanted to show us?
What are you doing?
When I stumbled into this place by accident back then, I didn't expect to confront the true form of the ancestral spring. I wasn't prepared for it. My family has guarded the spring for so many generations, but it turned out to be something else. I don't know if my ancestors left writings about the truth, or even the means of repairing this machine. I grew up in Xinghua Stockade, and all I got are ambiguous stories and legends. Those that make people believe in the miraculous powers of the ancestral spring. No. You flatter me. I still can't bring myself to accept this. I returned to the surface and saw the banner of Xinghua Stockade from afar. The only thing on my mind was, even if the legends were false, I must protect the fam's faith in the ancestral spring.
That's why you pretended to be mad in front of the Landbreakers.
Yeah. I'm not a great fighter like Ron Yi, and I couldn't unite the fam like our Supreme Chief. The only tactic I knew was to feign madness and possession like the folktales.
Though the Landbreakers are gone, the ancestral spring is in pretty bad shape. The blight containment tank will eventually overflow and affect the stockade.
I guess that too. That's why I came up with an idea of guiding you down to this place. I hope you can help me shut down this machine and seal it away.
But if the machine stops working, it would no longer filter out the blight, and
the ancestral spring will eventually be affected. But it must be done, or all that built-up blight will overflow and surge to the surface. I have to protect the livelihood of everyone in Xinghua Stockade. Let me, Du Ming, perform the transgression and destroy the ancestral spring.
what do you think, Endman?
Thank you, everyone. I've already made a few attempts, but none of them worked. There's probably a special mechanism involved.
Excellent work, Endman. This machine is finally getting its well-deserved retirement.
Now, I could finally face my ancestors with a peace of mind. I probably need to allude to the legend of the ancestral spring one more time. I hope you will aid me once more.
You mentioned
mentioned that you're going to allude to the legend of the ancestral spring. Don't tell me you're gonna pull the same stunt you used on those LBs.
Yeah, I thought about it. That would be the best approach.
You tried to scare people back then. Are you trying to save them this time?
It's not really about...
Ming, why don't you keep going? Tong Tong and the Stockade residents are up ahead.
You can go ahead first. I need a moment to ready myself.
You're back! The ground was having him turning for a bit. I thought something bad happened to you. Oh, did you find Ming? Brother Du? Is that you?
Oh, Divine One, is there a way to save the ancestral spring? Your servant humbly asks you to point the way.
Brother Du! I'm right here! Who the hell are you talking to?
That's it! Oh, thank you. Divine One, I shall gladly serve as your vessel. Who art thou? A chief ruling over the scions of Qinghua.
Huh? You're talking to me?
I am the spirit of the fount from whom the ancient spring floweth. Ye mortals have trespassed upon the sanctity of the spring, but such was already ordained by fate. Behold! Those who care little for the spring shall lose it, but everlasting it shall be to those who carry faith. Survival is achieved by those who seek.
Did some spirit of the source take over Braddu's body? He's talking weird and stuff. I can barely understand all those hardware he's using.
I got it. I think he's telling us to stop using the ancestral spring all the time. And maybe we should come up with our own ways.
I don't care if you're a spirit or a ghost or a talking cloud! Get out of Braddu! Now! Stop talking mumble jumble! I know the spring is super important, and I never wanted Fem to be helpless without a spring! I think... No, I'm gonna figure it out! On my own! I'll find a way for the Stockade Fem! I swear on it!
Chief, you're...
Here, here! Every Stockader is right behind you, Chief. We'll carve open a new way!
Good. I see hope in thee. As for my vessel, he hath fulfilled his wish and shall now take my stead. Fare thee well.
Patron of the springs, I know the very truth is right. Today is when truth sings.
headed?
I am trying to compose a bit.
Need defensive cover?
Now that was a satisfying fight.
Victory is ours. Time for a selfie.
No worries. It's all part of our job.
Looks a little nervous. That one's probably a naughty big bad.
6-minute blackout.
Integrity.
Ten seconds till entry interface. And we have crossed the threshold, now entering the Earth's atmosphere. We're at 400,000 feet, traveling 34,800 feet per second. Time to splash down, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. And as predicted, we've entered our communications blackout. This will be a 6-minute blackout period. No voice, no data from the crew. We're 30 seconds away from the anticipated point of peak heating on the vehicle, where temperatures will rise to about 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the true test of our trajectory. And from the G5 aircraft in the vicinity of the splashdown zone, this view of integrity. So that pinpoint of light shows the vehicle as it enters the period of peak heating in the Earth's atmosphere, the first tug of gravity being felt by Integrity's astronauts since their launch back on April 1st. Four and a half minutes until the end of the blackout period. Time to splashdown, 11 minutes, 33 seconds. The landing and support officer reports that the P-3 has acquisition on Integrity.
Rising the tide!
3.5 minutes left in this blackout period. This is a visualization of the plasma buildup around the spacecraft and the repelling of that heat on Integrity's heat shield. Reports that airborne assets in the vicinity of the splashdown zone do have a visual on Integrity. Still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in our blackout period. Time to splashdown, 9 minutes, 35 seconds. As part of the recovery team all have visuals on integrity. And the WB-57 flying in the splashdown zone also has a visual. And the Navy Helos also have visuals. We're still in the blackout period. Still do not have communications from the crew. From the crew. We should be out of the blackout period less than a minute from now. We are now processing data from integrity.
Is that thermal imaging?
Landing and support officer reports the small boats are en route to the splashdown target zone.
It's infrared, or they can see the plasma on the shield. Yeah.
Passing through 150,000 feet, our trajectory is perfect.
Houston, integrity, we have you loud and clear.
Your trajectory is nominal, and your recovery teams have visual.
Processing good data through the GPS system. Good view of integrity. Time to splash down 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes still? Oh yeah, because they have to just load the chute, and it's gonna take forever to drop down.
And a view of integrity from the WB-57. We're at 50,000 feet.
Clouds!
The pyros are on. Forward parachutes, and we're on drones. Two good drones. Next up.
Copy, we see him.
Next up, the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out. Time to splash down 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
It's going really fast. I think these are just to slow a little bit down, because otherwise it'd be too abrupt. It's just to start creating drag, you know?
We see the same on board.
Where are they going? They're gonna!
Main chute deployed. We're at 5,000 feet. Search
That's it, boom!
beacon has been activated on Integrity. And we have 3 big main chutes. Good 3.
Holy, that POV is sick, eh?
Integrity. Cabin pressure indicates no need for hydrazine check.
Integrity copies.
This is a perfect descent for Integrity. Its crew sounding hale and hearty on board.
About to leave?
Time to splash down 1 minute 15 seconds.
Victory for the human race. And for planet Earth.
Integrity about to complete a journey spanning 694,481 miles from its launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on April 1st, and a trip around the moon.
And Canada, because there's a Canada guy on the board.
Passing through 1,000 feet.
Chat, it's still using the boosters to stabilize the rear one. Like, what is that? Jones, yes. Know about this.
Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity back on Earth. And the landing and support officer reports the vehicle is stable 1. We still will be deploying the crew module uprighting system to maintain that orientation. A perfect bullseye splashdown for Integrity and its 4 astronauts. The unofficial splashdown time, 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m. Central Time. We'll get that refined for you. That would put the end of the mission at a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 31 minutes, 35 seconds. And we're configuring for very low data rate. Once again, splashdown occurring in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego at 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m.
Integrity Houston, comm check on VLDR.
Houston, we have you loud and clear on VLDR. How else?
We have you the same. We'll meet you over in post-landing.
Perfect communications established.
A journey. We are stable 1, 4 green crew members.
Houston copies all.
Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members. That is not their complexion. That is the fact that they're in great condition. That's what that means. So stable 1, upright. The crew module uprighting system is being deployed. The 5 airbags being inflated through helium to maintain the upright configuration for the vehicle. This was a textbook entry and a textbook touchdown for Integrity. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen back on Earth after a journey around the moon. We continue to monitor the functioning of the CMOOS system. The airbags are being inflated to maintain a stable 1 or upright configuration. And there's a good view from one of the naval helicopters hovering overhead. Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members, meaning they're all in excellent shape.
Integrity Houston for SAR beacon and radio.
SAR beacon is in 406, and we're powering the radio now. Go ahead.
We see the beacon on. However, the recovery team is not seeing the signal. Your SAR radio uses the same antenna, so you may run into trouble with the radio.
Okay, copy. And we are also powering up the sat phone now.
So Integrity is in great shape, and as the crew continues its post-splashdown timelined activities on board, Reed Wiseman once again reporting that all 4 crew members are in excellent shape. And we have 5 inflated airbags to maintain an upright configuration so that the recovery team can now begin a slow approach to the vehicle. Meanwhile, here in the flight control room, Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling is polling his team of flight controllers for the start of powering down the vehicle after a thorough systems check. We have no toxic gases to be concerned about, so the recovery personnel can approach the vehicle, but not until we have powered down the spacecraft. That's expected to take a few more minutes. Integrity back on Earth, following its historic flyby of the moon. It was, for all intents and purposes, a textbook mission.
On 2828 per hour remain on this frequency.
We copy.
Reed Wiseman indicating some trouble with the SARSAT phone on board, but that's not an issue. What is more important is that the vehicle is solid. No issues as we begin the power down of the vehicle to begin the recovery process. The propulsion officer here in Mission Control reports that we have safed the prop system on Integrity.
Can you say again? That was very weak and broken.
Integrity, Houston did not call.
Copy that, Houston. It might have been on the SAR radio. Stand by.
All of the milestones were executed in perfect fashion. Integrity entering the Earth's atmosphere right on time, reaching its peak speed shortly after a blackout period began. We emerged from the blackout period, but the recovery imagery airborne assets were able to pick up Integrity's descent almost immediately through entry interface, tracking the vehicle all the way down. And finally, you saw the sequence of chute deployments. First, the forward bay cover being pulled off the top of the vehicle by a series of 3 parachutes. Then the drogue chutes were deployed, followed by the 3 main chutes that slowed the splashdown velocity of Integrity to just 19 miles an hour.
Integrity, Houston, with no joy on SAR and SAT phone, we'd like you to command an additional 15 minutes for a total of 30-minute power down delay.
All right, Jackie, we have selected T/D+30. No joy on SAR radio or sat phone. And stand by, we have the master diver on SAR radio. Please hold comms.
Hey Lily, excuse me, hey Jackie, we just got the master diver on SAR.
Good view of one of the fast boats.
Integrity, Houston, if you are happy with your comm with Master Diver, you can go back to the 15-minute power down.
Okay, stand by. Yeah, we'll confirm here in a second.
The crew on board Integrity coordinating with the flight control team in Houston here in Mission Control on the timing of the power down of the vehicle, which will be the precursor to the recovery teams approaching the spacecraft. There are no issues with integrity. We've had a bit of broken capability in establishing a SARSAT or satellite phone communications capability between the crew on board Integrity and the recovery team. That will get sorted out here shortly. There's plenty of cooling on board Integrity, so there's no rush to begin the power down.
Call you on the sat phone, and I'm not getting an answer there either.
Concur. We haven't had anything come through.
And Houston, if you could relay to recovery that we hear them, but it does not appear as though they are hearing us.
Houston copies.
Like, just call them on the iPhone.
Houston copies, and just to confirm, pushing the PTT on the radio.
Signal. Standing by.
And Jackie, yes, we are pushing the push to talk. We are pushing the push to the radio below the up-down arrows. We are utilizing the radio below the up-down arrows. We are utilizing them. I'm rebooting the radio to see if we get good comms.
Okay, we copy all, and just to confirm, you are seeing that you're touchdown plus 3030 for power, correct?
That's affirmative.
Even Nazca can get if I can push the talk to operate properly. Ooh. Holy aura.
We are trying a backdoor approach to have mission control here call the crew on their satellite phone.
Oh, what now?
This is all part of the coordination for the power down of the vehicle that will initiate the actual recovery operation. The first boats with the Navy divers on board are standing by, waiting to close in on Integrity to begin the process of erecting the large inflatable raft.
All right.
It's called the front porch that will be where the astronauts are extracted from, so that they can have a few minutes to get their land legs back before they're hoisted
Chat's
aboard
fell
the
off
Navy
here, let's be
helicopters
honest.
for
No
the flight
Craig hasn't
back
after a
to
joke
the
like
deck
that.
of the USS John P. Murtha.
Cannot reply.
And Houston, please don't reply. NRD, very weak, but readable. Master Diver, we can hear, but they cannot hear us. And Houston on OE1, is there any chance to tie us into NRD?
Checking.
This is Mission Control, Houston. While we stand by for the establishment of communications between Integrity and the recovery team that is basically standing by very close to the spacecraft, we're going to go to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha, where Megan Cruz is standing by with Administrator Jared Isaacman.
Hey Rob, yeah, just such an honor to be able to be here on the ship, to be able to share and experience this moment with everyone together. And of course, as you just said, yes, here with NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. Administrator, how did you feel getting to witness this and seeing NASA at its best?
Oh, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm still at a loss for words. I mean, you know, like the childhood Jared right now can't believe what I just saw. I mean, almost been waiting my whole lifetime to see this, and then as NASA Administrator, I just couldn't be more proud of the entire workforce, the years, the effort, the late nights, all the hard work from across the country that contributed to this incredible moment right now. And yeah, incredibly grateful too for our teams here on the John P. Murtha right now.
Yeah, look at them behind us here.
Got everybody. Hey, what do you guys think? We just brought some astronauts back from the moon, huh? Unbelievable. Thank you. Yeah, so grateful to the Navy, the sailors that are here, the NASA teams. I mean, this is a joint effort that's on their way right now. These recovery forces are getting out to our Orion spacecraft, to Integrity, get our astronauts back on the ship safely.
Yeah, and this is not just an accomplishment for NASA. This is an accomplishment for humanity. Again, a historic mission to the moon and back. How does this make you feel, and what do you hope people take away from this?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, I think about the crew members that we've all had an opportunity to observe over the last 10 days, right? I mean, they're absolutely professional astronauts. I mean, wonderful communicators, almost poets. But then I think these were the ambassadors from humanity to the stars that we sent out there right now. And I can't imagine a better crew than the Artemis II crew that just completed a perfect mission right now. So yes, it's a huge moment for everybody, right? I mean, we are back in the business of sending astronauts to the moon, bringing them back safely, and to set up for a series more. I mean, this is not a once in a lifetime, which you hear sometimes around here. It's like, this was a once in a lifetime. No, it's not. This is just the beginning. We are going to get back into doing this with frequency, sending missions to the moon until we land on it in 2028 and start building our base.
Yeah, are we going to build on the momentum for Artemis 3? I mean, it's just around the corner.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's, you know, part of me too. Like, I can't wait to get the crew off of Integrity right now, but also getting Integrity back on this ship so we can start taking a look at it, because all that data is so precious to us right now. I mean, we are going to definitely want to take a good look at the thermal protection system. We're going to want to download all the data they couldn't transmit back to us and use that to inform Artemis 3. But we're already making progress, right? You had SRB segments already showing up at KSC. Core stage for Artemis 3 is rolling out on April 20th. We're getting Mobile Launcher 1 back in vehicle assembly building. So yes, there is a lot to celebrate right now on a mission well accomplished for Artemis 2, and at the same time, we got to start getting ready for 3.
Amazing. And last question, you know, for people who joined us for all 10 days to see what we can accomplish together with our international partners, what do you think about the fact that we're going to keep doing this more and more and more?
It's incredibly exciting. I mean, yes, it's the contributions, like the best and brightest across the NASA workforce from across the country, our industry partners, our international partners. We had a Canadian Space Agency astronaut on board in Jeremy. We had the European Service Module. And you think, in the days leading up to this launch, I mean, 48 hours prior to launching Artemis 2, I was meeting with the Italian Space Agency. We signed a memorandum of understanding to build a habitation module on the moon. I mean, you have countries, all of our allies and and partners coming together saying, we are committed to this effort, we are returning to the moon, we're doing it to stay, we are building that enduring presence, we are going to master the skills on the surface of the moon so someday we can undertake missions to Mars. It's just an incredibly exciting time, and we're not going at it alone. We're bringing everybody along with us.
Absolutely. And speaking of everyone, one more time, we're going to ask the crew here, you guys ready to land on the moon? Awesome. I love that. Okay, well, thank you so much, Administrator. Appreciate you being here. We're, of course, going to stay on to watch the crew get extracted from Orion, so stay tuned, and we'll see you back here shortly.
The point of the mission this time was to go around the moon and look and to probe for a landing spot.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you, Administrator Isaacman. We are in the process of working to establish that communications link and to establish the procedures that will lead to the power down of the spacecraft, which is gently bobbing in the Pacific following a bullseye touchdown that occurred at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time, 2.5 hours before sunset in the Pacific southwest of San Diego. We have once again heard from the crew during that interview opportunity with the administrator, and we have 4 healthy crew members on board. We now have confirmation that the vehicle has been powered down as per the procedures. So we have vehicle powered down, and the flight control team here in Houston, Flight Director Rick Henfling, has handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems team out in the Pacific. Now, we will physically not get off console with this team until the crew has been extracted into the front porch, that inflatable raft that will be erected along the side hatch of Integrity. So we're standing by for that in the next step in the recovery procedures. But everything is in great shape, and we have 4 healthy crew members on board the vehicle. All of the entry events went by the book, no issues, perfect trajectory for Integrity that was culminated with one final raise burn to improve the angle of attack for the vehicle as it entered the Earth's atmosphere. All of that flight dynamics computation worked like a charm.
Gotta get the SVJ. Then I'd probably get like fucking 918.
Rookie, this is a rookie financial advice. Don't listen to this. If the point
so we are standing by for the recovery team to approach Integrity and begin the process of erecting that inflatable raft called the front porch, which will see the crew members be extracted from the hatch of Orion into that inflatable raft before they're hoisted aboard 2 Navy helicopters in a variety of different configurations. Each crew member will be hoisted in sequential fashion, in alternating fashion, 2 crew members for each helicopter before they turn around to head back to the John P. Murtha. Once on the deck of the ship, they'll be brought into medical bay for comprehensive medical exams. But Reed Wiseman has reported several times that the crew is in excellent shape. So just to recap, it has been some 26.5 minutes since the splashdown of Integrity in the Pacific. The vehicle is in excellent shape. It performed like a champ all the way down through the Earth's atmosphere. All of the vehicle functions were checked off in excellent trip hammer fashion. The parachutes all deployed as planned. Splashdown occurring at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. And after a bit of a tussle to try to establish a communications link with the recovery team, we were finally able to run through the procedures for the powering down of the vehicle. We've handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems folks out in the Pacific, and the recovery team will be approaching the vehicle shortly to erect the inflatable raft called the front porch before opening the hatch to Integrity to bring the crew members onto that raft before they're hoisted onto 2 Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter, before they're flown back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha. This is Mission Control Houston. After talking to the flight dynamics folks, we have a bit of a refinement on the splashdown time for you. Their computation shows a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time, 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time. That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds. Once again, from Flight Dynamics, a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time. That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds. Reports from the Pacific indicate that the recovery team in communications with the crew aboard Integrity, that the crew remains in excellent shape as they await the approach of the team for a final hazard gas evaluation before they move to the side of the vehicle to erect the inflatable life raft called the front porch. Again, no issues with Integrity. The vehicle is powered down. All of its systems are now safed. We have handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems folks in the Pacific, but we will not stand down and have the entry flight control team depart its positions until that inflatable raft, the front porch, is erected, the hatch open, and the crew having exited the vehicle. So that's the next step in the recovery process that will lead to the hoisting of the crew members. For 2 crew members for each helicopter, they'll be hoisted to a pair of Navy helicopters that will then fly a short distance back to the USS John P. Murtha.
Get into this.
What you're looking at is one of the fast boats circling the vehicle to make a hazard assessment. This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, you're watching the initiation of the recovery of the Artemis crew aboard Integrity. All of the Navy divers and the fast boats are now approaching the spacecraft after conducting a hazard assessment. The vehicle has been powered down. Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling now waiting for the life raft, the front porch, to be erected along the side of the vehicle so that the hatch can be opened and the crew members extracted from Integrity, soon to be hoisted one by one into a pair of Navy helicopters for a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha. If you missed it earlier, we talked to Flight Dynamics and received a more official touchdown time or splashdown time, as it were, of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Pacific Time. That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds.